me speaking in Discord either. Oh, fun. Fun. Let's see here. Let's see.
All right, we should be live now. We're experiencing some technical difficulties, everyone, as usual. Hey, debugger, how's it going? I just heard you barely. Okay, hold on. That is very soft. Hear me though? Hey, Cyber to Extreme. Thanks for the patience, everyone. So I can put Vega through. I'm keeping him muted for now. The desktop audio. Okay. So Quicksilver took him to war, took on a Sasquatch boss. Huh. I mean, without seeing the video, all I can really guess is that the rotation wasn't quite perfect, honestly. Yeah, I'm here. Oh, nice, Cyber. Good luck. And that's awesome, Cyber. I just saw the watching on two devices thing. Hey, my Airwalker is back. I think I'm going to do that. Hey, Spin. How's it going, man? Yeah. Hello. Hey, true potential. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean on Airwalker for this. Just so good. I don't have Gallon though. Hello, hello. Yeah, that's a good sign. I'm gonna go ahead and put, if he can now hear me, I'm gonna go ahead and put Vega live through OBS.
Okay. I should write this down. Because here's the thing, just so everyone knows, you can understand the confusion. I have it under, apparently, and I'm assuming I set it up this way originally when I had no clue what I was doing. It's under Wavelink Music, Elgato Wave 1. I feel like that's got to be Discord because I think I would have remembered that it was this off. That I have you guys under music. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. All right. Well, there we are. There we are.
Okay.
Oh, you guys still can't hear them though. Host fan, you still can't hear them? I was
So
confidently
that's
celebrating. I was holding the football out before I crossed the finish line. No. Okay. All right. DLL, let's
so
keep
there's still
trying.
something like from Discord to OBS that isn't working because that's still what you're using, right?
Yeah.
Because for me, I have a desktop audio setting that I go in and I never let it sit on default. I manually set it to my speakers.
Yeah, no, this is something that I don't change. I don't like it just happens. So DLL, if you could go on like a DLL, tell us how much you love that anti agent venom agent venom synergy, if you could.
Oh yeah, I just I love it when it becomes impossible to buff an old character. Uh,
Wow.
um, no, too extreme. The incursions buff, whatever it is, has not only not gone live, but it has not like no details have been announced to the CCP. So we just have the same something's being looked at teaser on the forums that y'all do.
Can you guys hear him? Because I changed another setting and I can hear him great. The fact that they're not saying they can hear you makes me think they can't. Jeez Louise.
Dang it.
What is
Hey, Josh. Okay, I'm glad you can hear Vega on this side. I'm not going.
I think this should work. Can you guys hear him now? You can hear both of you hop into DLS stream, which might be even better, right? That way, no one they can just watch both streams.
That is
But
also good. Could just pull the sound from this one and watch both. You should be watching both.
yeah, why can't they hear you? This is really bothering me. How about now? Sorry to keep asking you to do this, buddy, but
Oh
can you?
yeah, no, I know. I do need to keep talking. I'm whenever I play incursions these days, I have so many cosmics that are great in incursions that I always have trouble picking.
It's not working.
I heard spin.
Yeah.
What could this be?
You can still hear me, right, Vega? It's just they can't.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
can hear you now. Like that's what's confusing me even more.
Hey, Mobies.
Is maybe it's on the OBS side, but it's never been OBS. It's always been um it's an OBS volume. They're all set so high, and I'm not seeing the sound. I'm not seeing the bar that usually moves.
Yeah,
Below.
when I speak, do you see a bar?
No.
Okay, yeah, that is the problem.
What's weird though is so many of the sound settings I'm changing on Discord, I can still hear you, and some I can't. Like it's.
Yeah,
Let's
I think that has to be on the OBS side.
because I do really want people watching both streams.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you have three
Heck,
audio inputs?
Okay, I can't hear you at all now, so that's not good. We'll try this for like 2 more minutes. Otherwise, we'll just go with that other plan because that works.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Did you go back to it? Like you can't.
Yeah, I have Vega stream open on my phone and no sound is coming either.
Dang it.
Oh, yeah. So the other way they can't hear? Yeah, work. I just assume that's what it is. Is this is just like, and this is typically the problem when we try to do this. It's always Discord, and it takes forever. You guys weren't able to hear DLL or Spin there. I feel like one of you would have said something. This is very, very annoying.
And you
Uh,
can't
Are you
hear me
reading
anymore.
from Discord the app or Discord the website?
Discord, I guess it's the app.
Okay, he can't hear us
Oh.
again.
You want to
So,
try the website maybe?
well, my
I don't know if
question
you-
is on OBS in the audio mixer window, how many different bars of audio are you seeing?
Hold on. Can you talk again?
Yeah. Hello, hello.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to.
Okay.
I'll follow your directions for a few seconds, and if you can somehow figure it out from there, we'll go with it. If not, then we'll just do the 2-stream thing, which I want people watching both streams anyway.
Yeah. So under audio, you have 3 different. Hold on, I'm gonna change which screen I'm sharing, because I don't mind if you and Spin see this. So let's go fully to. Okay. So do you see my screen share in Discord?
Yeah, so I should click watch stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the one that's moving right at the bottom is obviously when I talk, that's my mic. You should probably have one that's doing that when you speak.
Yep.
And then the one in the middle is the game, that's the Elgato. That only moves if I click a button.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one at the top where it says desktop audio, that's if you should have a third one for that.
Yeah, desktop audio. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at some point, like you click on the gear for that, you go to properties, and you want to change that to whatever exactly the same as your Discord output. So like for me, that's my headphones.
Yeah. I'll just go with wavelength voice chat Elgato Wave 1. I've got like so many options. I think this is also part of the problem. And then I'll change Discord to that as well.
Oh,
So
that works? You guys are hearing
what?
me now? Yay! All right, I'm gonna change the stream back.
Okay, well, hold on. Here's the serious problem, guys.
Yeah.
And I wish everyone could see this. I haven't changed anything. Now, I feel like I should hit cancel, right? But because it's weird. Say something again.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, so the lines of sound are moving. So the green, yellow, red are moving on my desktop audio on my OBS, but I have not changed the setting yet. It's still under default. I did not click anything.
Maybe that I would still hit OK and hope it works, because maybe it was like, oh, you mean that default.
They're like, oh, so leave it on default then?
I think so. If it's working, it's working.
Can everyone still hear DL say something, please?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, the line moved.
All right. Hey,
Yeah,
Madrox.
questions. I mean, I swear to God, and unfortunately, that feels like it's often the answer. Is we're like, we didn't do anything. It just woke up. Like,
You just got to poke it a bit.
Okay. All right. I think I missed a bunch of stuff. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us in the advice. And DL, is there anything this man can't do? There is. I haven't found it yet. Zach saying was looking for Old Man Vega emoji, but it's only on Discord. We should get that on as an emoji, Zach.
That would be a good one for the channel.
I think it would be awesome. Here's the question though: is it the Old Man Vega saying "dope" like Homer Simpson, or is it the Odin with his arms raised, or is it a whole new one? And then, oh, hold on, one more thing. Infamous, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed getting to know you better through. I mean, are you streaming every day? They're awesome. I often checked in. As you know, I often am lurking because I'm working in the background. I'm doing stuff that And then so I watch you way more than I think you would know. There's no way for you to know. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I hope you're still here to have heard all of that. So cool. I had DLL, if you don't mind, I had told everyone that I would open up a crystal while we were waiting, and then we realized I couldn't hear anything.
Oh yeah, go for it.
You do I have to leave Incursions though to do that? Because I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, I think you do, but I can just send you another invite.
Okay, real quick. It is a 6-star Nexus, so it's not like it's a pretty exciting crystal.
That's good. What did I get?
Are you going to do a video or?
No, I don't think I bothered to record this one. Oh, I think it was like, I think I got another Sorcerer Supreme dupe.
No. Okay, I am going to record this on the off shot. We finally get Hyperion. Everyone who's been watching my channel for a while knows I desperately want Hyperion. I cannot pull this guy. I've been through this with Nick Fury and Mole Man. We're going, and you know what? Too, if you're here, please make sure you're watching on DLL stream too. He is streaming an amazing channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's open these up. Wait, are these just regular 6-star crystals? I thought there's no. Yeah, they're Nexuses. I've gotten to this weird place where it's almost tempting to get the Max Sig one. Open this next one.
Sorry about that. I dropped out because my internet died completely for a few seconds.
I got a little worried. I was like, oh no, not again. I gotta go Captain Marvel. I really like her. I like the signature ability on her. I don't see a need to get Magneto up to 200. And guys, I know Falcon is really good. Falcon is very good. I just don't like playing him. I really don't. So I'm gonna go with Captain Marvel. I eventually want to get her to rank 3. I will eventually take Nick Fury to rank 4, and they are great travel partners. So that works. All right.
Yeah,
let's go
her
ahead
SIGs really do matter.
What's that?
I was just saying, her SIGs really do matter.
I feel like, yeah. What's weird is I know I've said that a few times over. I mean, it's over 2 years now, I guess. And folks are. I've often had people be pretty adamant that they don't.
Longer indestructible though. 0 damage, more seconds.
For some reason, it's saying the thing has expired.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna back out again.
Hey,
I may have to restart the app.
Hey, dog. You sure it wasn't a full marathon, my friend? Are you sure it wasn't a full marathon? You're always joking, so I immediately assume that you're being facetious here, but you might be being serious. In which case, thank you so much for being here, dude. Thank you so much. Emulates, if I haven't said hi to you yet, buddy, thank you so much for being here. You accidentally, yeah, I would check Cyber's message, and I was like, didn't seem that bad, but he must have gotten really nasty later on.
Work says it makes a difference against like 5 champs in one node. Okay, yeah, but never mind. Work is addressing something else. I thought he was poo-pooing CMM. Work is a CMM fan.
Oh, Nahorn says I should have gone with 6 on Gwen. What's up, Nah? Thanks so much for being here. I do like Spider-Gwen, man, and I really love Penny and like her whole team. Like they're a nice team, man. Yeah. So, Peter, if he likes Indestructible, I personally I do. My champions get hit in the face a lot, and so they're always.
All right, Vega, why don't you try inviting me?
All right. Let's see. How does one do this?
Xing you out for me.
Uh-oh. Okay, great. See, even the game's like, wow.
This guy hasn't been in Incursions in a long time.
They're like, think you're going to enjoy this new mode. The reason, for those who don't know, the last time I did Incursions, I think was the major run DL and LI did when they were offering like 6 stones for like a room 20 run. We did it over the course of like 3 days. So this is going to be interesting. You have Airwalker, so I think I'll learn via that. Because I was tempted to do Gallon and Airwalker.
Yeah, that'd be good. I could go Sorry, I could go hype.
This is a roast. We're turning the stream into a birthday roast. I have no idea how to use Raven, so we'll just go with this for a while and see what happens.
That's fine. You're just cheating less. I'd actually
Yeah.
use Scorpion.
Do you need to hit a certain room? Like, do we need to hit a certain?
Not really. Higher is better. But
Okay.
I'll probably run Sector 8 some other time this month with Slay as well, if we need the big ones.
Okay, and we are doing Sector 8, right? Like,
yeah.
We're doing the highest sector and all that good stuff. Mr. Mobius, what is up, buddy? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna struggle to do this. Immortal Flash, thank you for the present, my friend.
We'll get to that in a sec, Stover.
What's up, buddy? I'm sorry, what, man?
Oh, I was just... Stover asked me a question about how much I think the Neutralize change matters. And I was waiting for a moment, because that's a big thing.
Ooh. Yeah, actually, guys, this is interesting. Is let's get this first fights in and deal, because honestly, I don't even fully understand it. I'm like, I think I get it, and I haven't had time to really just sit down and think about the change and then its implications.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This team can take Arcus. That'll be fine.
Where are we looking at? You're already at the boss? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why don't you take down... Are you cool going right and taking down Blade?
Absolutely.
I will take down Aegon, because encroaching stun is never fun.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, so basically my thoughts, as Work said, that's what he said, it matters against 5 champions in 1 node. So for those of you who don't know what happened, the thing is that Neutralize has been basically changed so that it behaves like Concussion. Because if you take a Force of Will node, if you fight Mysterio, if you fight Archangel, Concussion bounces off all of those characters, meaning it does not apply at all, and therefore the effects do not apply. What just happened with my stream? Oh, okay, the cable came undone. And so like this, you can see this in my Gauntlet run, and the Gauntlet run of anyone who used Apocalypse, because against the several nodes with Force of Will, you try to throw the Concussion, it never applies, and therefore Apocalypse does less damage, right? And so that is obviously, like, that's a node that makes him weaker. That will now apply to Tigra as well, and Rintra, and Wiccan. And it does make them significantly weaker. I forgot to put on the Odin pre-fights. But it doesn't bother me, because, like, up until now, there were very, very few nodes that shut off those 3. And now there's, like, 1 that does. And that's just... That doesn't bother me with how strong they are. It's kind of like, okay, Archangel is insane, but you throw down Bleed Immune, and it's like, wow, that turns off everything. Not just his neuros, but his damage, too. It's like, yes. But that's, like, the price you pay for how good he is. And the thing that I think a lot of people are maybe not focusing on, because it's really easy to go, oh, Tigra's so much worse as an attacker now, is that this makes Wiccan significantly less problematic as a defender. Because the reason this change came up, what they told us in the CCP, was that people were going into fights against Wiccan with Archangel, with Mysterio, with those kinds of characters who are supposed to be immune to ability accuracy reduction, and the Neutralize was applying and causing problems. And this was the easiest, most consistent way for them to fix that. So this is as much a buff to Mysterio and Archangel as it is a nerf to the Neutralize characters. And I'm honestly okay with it. I think it was Na who said in SSX chat the other day that it kind of feels like they're splitting out the Mystic class a bit more. Like, the difference between Nullify and Stagger was basically an academic point 2 years ago. It almost didn't matter at all. Whereas now, like Nullify, Stagger, Fate, Seal, Neutralize are all their own distinct kinds of utility that can be used in some places, not others. And so I think I'm okay with that. Because a lot of people would used to say, like, oh, I only need one Mystic because it answers all the problems. And I think this kind of helps fix that.
A bunch of stuff happened, and so I was only able to pay attention to like bits and pieces of that. I do see MU8s already morning Wiccan. I want to address that because I do want to get a serious comment on that. But before we go there, thank you so much, Neto. Seriously, thank you, man. It was always appreciate all the support and help that you give. Carry on. Is you didn't? I thank you for the donation there. I'm sorry, I forgot that you had asked earlier about the Discord. Is anyone able to send out? Actually, I don't think Nerd is here. Let me see if I can send out an invite real quick. We just changed the Discord server to invite only a while back, actually. Jeez Louise, I'm not going to be able to do it right now. And I apologize. But you may definitely have one. As soon as someone who has the ability to send one is on, get you one, please. You can ask me in videos too. I feel really badly that we can't get you one right this second. Is anyone able to do that? Spin, are you still here and able to do that?
Yeah, I can drop it in the chat.
Thank you
Just the
very
invite
much.
link.
Yeah. Everyone, please make sure that Carry On is the one who's able to get on the server.
My chat has now turned into Claire slander.
Oh, good. Why? Well, first, let's address. Oh, MU8s. By the way, if you're there, cheers, my friend. How can we mags open for when you want to do live? Ooh, I never said I wanted to do live war. I just asked if it was okay. Those are very different. But I'll do it because I know I'm holding everybody up. Do you Claire slander? Yeah, Cyber, you and me both. I'm like, I gotta go on DLL stream now. We got some people to set straight. Do we think this will be a real nerf for MU8s, or is MU8s, or not for MU8s, for Wiccan, or is MU8s like kind of being funny?
He's kidding later. He's just also considering Wiccan as his first rank 5, and so
Yeah.
having fun.
Okay.
What was that? So John asks, how do I feel about Neutralize affecting people like Spider99 who don't get buffs? That one I am less a fan of from like a game design standpoint, but without going into minutia that might violate our NDAs. Basically, they explained that one in the CCP, and changing that would be an absolute nightmare.
Hey, do you have a good option for this fight? No, I mean, not. I don't think it. I don't.
Yeah,
think
I can. Wait, what's on it? It's just power. Ooh, close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that with Odin.
Okay, I'm gonna go do that war fight real quick because I think they do need me to clear it.
Yeah, sounds good.
What even is it? Man, this is Pito. If you're really putting me on the spot, man, because I'm getting stuff prepared. The hate on Omega Sentinel has gone way too far. I don't think she deserves any hate to begin with, but man, I am seeing stuff out there, and I don't really get it. Okay, this looks like I just need to get the heal block up. Here, let's record this in case it's hysterically bad. All right, it looks like I just need to get the heal block up, and she'll take care of the rest for me. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, because she doesn't get nullified. And we'll have the hero block up, so let's see. This will either be really cool or hilarious. Either way, it'll be really cool. Wow, that was fun. Coming in and seeing that. The screen was jumping all over the place. I know I evade that very oddly, but it works for me.
So much Claire slander. Let's see. I did have an actual question. So Anubis asks, what character would I look forward to most for a rework? I think I'm gonna jump on that teaser that Kabam John put out and say that I have, for anyone who's been watching my channel, you know, I've been looking forward to Black Panther Civil War being reworked for a long time. Like that was first teased what, like almost 2 years ago now? I think at least a year and a half. And I really like OG Black Panther's rework. So looking forward to the other one being good.
Yeah, are they ever actually going to do that one? I feel like that was teased forever ago.
It has been a while.
And no, this is not ideally how you do this fight, but I'm going super, super safe.
Black Panther Civil War has one of the best Killmonger synergies that I've never felt able to bring. So it'd be nice to have him be an actual travel partner. DLL wants that Purgatory rework. She is very high on the list, but I don't think that she needs like a full overhaul is the thing. Whoa, that was an interesting bit of lag for Vega.
This whole fight has been there's multiple reasons why I'm going so incredibly safe. A couple really weird things have already happened.
Like that.
Why did my auto block fail?
That's Mags.
No, she's immune.
Yeah, but it's not a function of ability accuracy. He just quote can't be auto blocked.
Oh, that's right. I got it. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah, thank you. But no, even just the run-in was really odd. And then, if I saw it correctly, if someone can go back, I think I parried one of his heavies.
You did.
Can that be done?
Was that just stand your ground?
Yep.
Okay, so I just saw the parry text, but stand your ground did trigger.
There was the resist text as well.
Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. But there you go. You can play super safe. You can laugh with your friends. That's how good Omega Sentinel is.
Neto's saying would love to see Rogue stronger. She's another one that I don't think needs a whole lot. But yeah, I could see that.
All right, back to the business at hand, which is this very serious Incursions run. Where is it?
I don't think they gave a time frame to Extreme. I think they intentionally did not give a time frame.
On what? On Black Panther?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got the Black Panther buff, so that, and it's a good one. I really like it, so I feel like that's been cool. But there is a part of me that's been like, you guys remember there was two of them, and
Yeah.
you said you just, it's a thing. But I get it. Like, it is what it is.
Give me a Drax rework and give him an invisibility mechanic.
Exactly.
Having been in the CCP server for a while now, my read on the devs is that has definitely crossed their minds.
Really?
Yeah, it like seems like the kind of humor that comes up around Marvel characters.
Would you have to well, how would you implement that? Like
extremely freaking carefully because Ghost and Hood are very strong.
Yeah, and so like, would you make him have to stand still instead of like a dash back mechanic? Would it be like Drax has to stand still for 0.5 seconds and then invisibility?
Probably.
So,
oh man, that would be so hard to balance.
Yeah, like would you try to do it more for fun, kicks and giggles, or was you more to implement a good tactic in the game? Both.
I think it would have to be for funs and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of like Tigress
the...
healing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Vega, I'm not happy you turned your back on Spider-Man. No, I have not. When did this happen? You're not the first person. I feel like I saw this in a couple video comments recently where I'm like, takedown no 3. Yeah, thanks, dude. DLL is used to dealing with me.
No problem.
Vega, gotta do this thing. Remember, we have a job to do. You're not the first one to say that, and I know you're kidding around because I saw the LOL at the end. But no, Spider-Man 99. I love him. I love him. In fact, I always forget what's released to the community is not. They put out 8.1 stuff, right?
Only that it's coming, I believe when it's coming, and the teaser about the tier 6 class catalysts.
Cool, thanks. That's what I thought. And I honestly don't know any more than that. I just didn't know where I had read that.
Dude, I've been having so many of those problems lately.
I bet, where you're just like, it's like you don't know what's reality and what not. That's the best reaction I can think of. Is like, so as a result, like we're starting to get excited about our first rank 5s, right? And Miguel will definitely be one of the ones I will consider. I am starting to make a prestige lean, so, and having Quicksilver, he may go up first, but that's because of prestige.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Hawkeye. I don't think either of these matter.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
You called QS best science team in the game. Ghost Dog, here's the thing, man. I still have a lot to learn on Quicksilver. I think I have a lot. As far as like, I think I've got his fundamentals down. I think like how to actually attack a fight, like that Omega Sentinel fight we just saw. Like you could get that fight down probably in less than half the time.
You can throw specials with him, so you're already above median.
That's true. That is true. That is also happening right now. I've been playing Quicksilver so much that all my other champions honestly feel slow. Like I thought there was something wrong with Agent Venom for the first like 30 seconds. But if I'm being just totally objective, I've done so many war fights with him now where I know I don't have a good plan, or I know I don't know how to totally pull off the strategy. It fails, and I think I showed it in the Mordo fight. And there might have been even the Hyperion one too, if I remember correctly. And like there was a window to finish the fight by landing the Whiplash, and I just don't time it right, the terminal velocity in the SB2, and it's fine. Like it still ends up totally fine. It just means the fight takes another minute. He's got the slow plus the miss. Maybe I overvalue miss because that's part of an anti-miss mechanic, because that's part of why I love Omega Sentinel so much. But having that just in his kit, it's not a synergy. I don't think he's overpowered. Because I have seen the comments on the video, and I agree with a lot of them that you do have to line up a lot of stuff, and if you don't, you got to like reset the whole thing. So I think there's a skill cap to playing him, and then I think there's like a general player skill cap that needs to be reached too. So I think the end result is worth the amount of work that has to be put in right now. Currently, I'm open to my mind changing. I keep taking these hacks for Scorpion and
not using him.
Yeah, well, because Agent Venom, it's like, yeah, he's fine. It'll be okay. I think it was Shock.
I'm being asked who my first rank 5 is.
Who is it?
I don't know.
I think the only way the hypothetical is fair is if you're like today.
Right.
Like if at the end of this they're like, all you got to do is get 2 rooms in Sector 8, and you're getting the max for a rank 5. Who would it be?
If it was today, I think it'd still be Reed.
Yeah.
Like, I'd twitch about it because prestige does matter. But at a certain point, like, Reed's prestige is falling a bit, but he is already SIG 200. There'd be no further investment required. And if more prestige champions come out, like at some point I assume I will pull Quicksilver eventually, then like I can still take them to SIG 200, rank 4, and they'll still affect my prestige.
Yeah, you said something there that you didn't explicitly say it, but I think it was like implied. I kind of feel like you're either ranking one of the big, you're either ranking Dune, Surfer, or Quicksilver for prestige now. If prestige is your main motivation, or that, or don't. Like, and I've started saying that in my videos, and I've been saying that for years. It's just now finally happening. That like the rest of them, like they're not going to make that big of a difference, and you're going to spend your stones on it. I don't know. I'm a big fan on ranking like for fun, what you're doing, or making the huge prestige move. That's what I think. Looks like we're hearing seeing some Tigris, some Kitty, and I'm sure your chat is saying Claire, right? They all want to rank up Claire.
Yeah, Work in particular committed to taking Claire for his first rank.
Work. Oh, he's such a good dude. I guess we'll take energy resistance. Oh, you're already killing them.
I'm not getting any beer shit to me.
Vega just started remember the 4 or 5 gems are in room 2. You heard it here first, K-Dog. You heard it here. That I forgot to add that with the when I said I was working for Kabam. That's the other, they're talking about Incursions getting revamped. 4 or 5 gems in room 2, sector 8. It just seems like a good idea.
Work, if it makes you feel any better, I did pick up a bunch of Parish beer today on the way home from lunch.
Ooh. You had barbecue today, right?
Yeah. My girlfriend's Yelp Elite status transferred down here, so there was an event a bit down the freeway. Really solid barbecue. It was called what? It was maybe called BB. You know what? I'll look it up. It was something with a Q in it, but it was really good barbecue. And then we stopped on the way back, and there's this brewery in Louisiana that Work has been pointing me towards for a long time. I finally got to try some of them, and my parents like it too, and so we grabbed just a bunch of it. I think we only grabbed from the Sip series, which are these like flavored Berliner Weisses. They're really, really, really nice and drinkable.
You gotta lean into your influencer status, my friend. You at the barbecue place on Twitter, and before free, they'll be giving you like free water.
I do feel bad now. Like, what was the name of this place that we just went to?
I know.
Oh, Southern Q BBQ. Okay.
Neto heard QQB. I think I heard that too, but I as someone who misspeaks so frequently, I just let it go. We're getting a Spidey 99 or Doctor Doom at this point, and I feel like someone in there. Andy's got a question. Hey Vega, what's the chances of getting Seaton making a guest star appearance at your next tournament? Have you got the connections? I think that's like 3-star levels above my grade, and that's on a scale of 3 stars. Seaton seems like a lovely man, and I have been told and shown screenshots of him multiple times saying like Vega and the MCOC Illuminati. I don't know if he's actually used that term. They do great work. Their rankings is really good. I've seen a lot of positive stuff coming out, which I appreciate. But I don't know him. I'm not going to claim to know him. So maybe we can get there. Maybe like 2 or 3 tournaments in, if a big enough deal is made about it all, we could get him to do that. Because I would love that. I would love to have him or Brian Grant. Just these guys that like. I mean, I've been playing this game for so long. That's who I was watching. So it would just be a cool thing. Take down 3. Okay.
And then I'm bringing in a Maw counter. It's probably time for Cap, honestly.
What's that?
Cap Infinity War. He's so good in here.
I keep picking these ability accuracy enhancements. Would that increase Agent Venom's crit? It doesn't increase.
No, because I think that's the annoying thing about the synergies. That I think at least the Incinerate is guaranteed. You just need to crit.
But would it? So I actually have to increase the crit chance.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh,
but the one that triples crit chance on specials should be stupid for him.
I mean, look at this damage. This is outrageous, guys. I've even got power stings going now because I picked something that like whenever I bleed, there's a power sting too. So that's if they make it to a special. The M2C grandfathers. Yeah, Neto, it was weird because how like if for sports fans, I think this will seem really common. They'll like interview the rookies, and this is like really in NFL. Like the average age of retirement is so young, and they'll be like, yeah, I'm learning from the veterans or whatever, and it's like the man's 26 years old. I did feel that way a little bit, especially being so much older than Brian and Seaton, but like that's who did it. And I'm sure that if we thought about it, we'd think of some other names too, but those are the 2 names I think just are always the first ones off the bat of like they did it. Like I remember like with Brian, and he streams at a time where I can't watch him. I can't. But I remember Brian like I think it was Medusa going through like Labyrinth of Legends and just being I was excited. Like I was just excited for it and the way he presented it. It was just very, very cool. Thanks, Matt Titan. I appreciate it. Would increase his purified chance. Yeah, that's true. That's not for nothing. Thank you.
Oh, I should have thrown. Whatever.
Let's just increase the tap rating. I saw someone earlier in the chat saying they were already committing to Infamous Iron Man as their first rank 5. I respect it. I respect it. Atomics, yeah, or like someone on my tournament video was, and I don't know if they were kidding or not. It was a fun comment either way. It was like, can you get Invincible back? I remember watching his videos just being like, I have no clue how he's doing what he's doing. Like, I'm baffled. I'm amazed. And I mean, yeah, I would love for him to play in a tournament.
Yeah, honestly, BVOS, like, at this point, the only reason not to rank Agent Venom, if you have his synergy partners, is, like, moral objections. Which is my reason. I don't think that there's really another good one. He's very, very strong.
Yeah, if they can see my half of the stream, it's stupid. The term stupid, I think, works, both in its literal and figurative sense.
Yeah.
Non-saying, very strong chance he's my first. Who? Are you talking about Immortal Iron Man? Thanks, Spin. I appreciate it. I just saw your comment. All right.
His movesets do look really cool. Infamous Iron Man.
The whole thing looks cool, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm not kidding. I said it in like a video. I don't remember which one. But I didn't catch. She's probably not watching the stream. But like at some point, I actually am going to be asking her to do an Iron Man and Doom mashup of sorts for me. So I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go and try to get this Immortal. Is it Immortal or Infamous? This Infamous Iron Man.
I've almost done that a couple times thanks to the Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got Immortal Abomination, Immortal Hulk. Like it's. Crazy Kid Cage, thank you so much for subscribing. I can't believe Infamous Iron slaps you and then Tiger Knee. Is that I haven't seen their animations. Are those out, or is that are you being funny?
There was his heavies in the teaser, yeah.
Is it? Oh, cool. I just worry the Infamous Iron Man might get nerfed if critical power burn is overtuned, given its brand new ability. You know what? That might be one of the first things that because if I had to bet, which fortunately I don't, I would say that both Quicksilver and Gallon will be fine based on Rintra and Scorpion being fine. But for a whole new ability like that, I could see there being this like, hey, look, there's this. I don't want to set up justifications for a nerf, but yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out.
I will point out, though, on that, not all power burns do the same amount of damage per unit burned. So the crit part isn't necessarily a worry if the base damage of the power burn is appropriate. Because, like, we've seen from previous characters, like, not all power burn is the same. That is something that they have the power to tune.
Okay, that makes sense. This is definitely those ones where I'm like, DLL knows what he's talking about. Sure. Like, yes. Like, okay. I appreciate it. I'm like, oh, good. I don't need to be worried. Slay. Sorry, I don't know why that was funny. What? Oh, the Matt Titan thing. It is funny. I think Matt Titan's or that man. Sorry, his comment was funny. Or I can't read. Don't worry about me. All right, moving on. Take down 3 again, or is that the same comment over and over?
No, that is 3 again. But let me know what you want to take, or want me to take.
Are we at the point where it matters?
I think we might be.
Okay.
I will say, Sarah Ghost. Yeah, I think Ant-Man looks very good.
You know what? Just I guess take down. Jeez. Just take down whichever one you want.
Okay.
This team is a little crazy. I'm sure we'll reach a point where I need to do something about it, but it's like.
Yeah, I'm not terribly worried either at the moment.
Yeah.
Hey, Enzo, how's it going, man? Welcome.
Enzo's here. I just got a buff that's going to increase Incinerate debuff potency by 60%. Oh boy. Okay. Enzo, what's up, Enzo?
I love when CGR does this.
Uzi refused to throw his SP1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny how quickly I knew what you were talking about.
So much fun.
Oh, we've got a friend zone raid. Wow, thank you so much, Enzo. I really appreciate it, man.
You're not the first person I've seen say that, Magnus, that if there's something to change about Quicksilver, it's the attack bonus on the special one. I think MP Blaze made that same comment. I haven't played him much yet, so I don't. My opinions are like all theoretical and a few degrees removed. But yeah, I have heard that.
What is it?
The idea that if something on Quicksilver changes, it would probably be just removing the huge attack bonus on his special one when he's in terminal velocity. Because it doesn't really seem to be something he needs, or part of, like what you were saying, it doesn't really seem to play into the line this window up, or you're penalized and have to start over. It's just kind of a blanket bonus.
So my question on that then would be, and I'm more playing devil's advocate than I am like having really thought that through and feel like it's not a good idea. Is so then why? Like why if it's not like if they're gonna decrease something, I would feel like the reasoning would be that there's something that's too strong.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, but what they're saying is that that's something that contributes to his bursting.
Oh, to that like massive numbers that we're seeing at points. I think they should give him a taunt, to be honest, but that's just me. DL must be concentrating. I was hoping for more of a reaction on that one.
Yeah. Something like a 70% taunt, we just really need to apply a blanket weakness to the opponent to make sure he doesn't die.
I think 70% is not even enough. It's got to be like 80% attack reduction and 80. There is no value for how much more likely they are to throw their special, is there?
No, I don't believe that part changes.
Yeah. Fan eventually have to rank up Craven. Here's the thing though, man, is then you have to learn how to play Craven. I don't know if he's worth that. I mean, unless you really want to for some
I've seen some cool stuff from him, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like MP has some good videos, but it's basically like work really hard for what Agent Venom does with a special one. Which is part of my objection to Agent Venom.
Or Agent Venom. He didn't even know this was going to happen to him today.
I feel like if he had reasonable abilities, then you'd have good reason to use Craven. Because I actually think that Craven's pretty cool. He's one of the only champions in the game who can bypass miss, auto block, and evade. He needs a synergy to do it, but like that's a very unique skill set that just like doesn't matter because we don't have much other reason to use.
I feel like I'm having one of those moments where like reality and a dream are coming together, and I'm not sure what's what. For those who just recently tuned in, that goes back to something earlier in the stream. Something weird is happening with my game. I'm sure it'll get sorted. I don't know if you guys are seeing some weird lag there. It's like graphic lag. I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah.
Anyways, this fight will be done in a second.
What would be my reaction if Kabam took away the battery counter from Punisher 99? How would... I'm not following the question, Easy. Like, that's kind of the core of his kit, right? Are you trying to make a point about Tigra? Because if they put in a single node that says, no, don't use Punisher 99, like, then yeah, I can see the point you're making, but, like, that already exists. It's called a hazard shift. Andy, oh yeah, absolutely, man. I'm totally just messing around, having a good time. Quicksilver does not need a taunt. he's just fine, yeah, without it. Especially because I that's part of. I think there's, I should probably write something down so I could really just logically explain why I don't think he should get nerfed, and that's part of it is, I think his flow is really good, but he doesn't have like an easy flow. He's not like, for me, like Spider-Ham has just this easy flow. Teddy's being Hulklings is relatively easy, where like you're kind of just playing them, and the things you want to happen. With Quicksilver, I think that balance is more tilted to, you kind of have to intentionally create gameplay. I'm not sure how to phrase this well. Like I said, I should really sit down and do it. I feel like a taunt, like if there was a taunt off of just like his medium minion combo, like no, I think he's good because you have to be so good at him and at the game to get those results. That's why I'm comfortable with him. Takedown 4, okay. Yeah, 4 is coward. As for yours, it probably doesn't matter. Just make sure you set Scorpion to poison immunity.
All right, yeah. So just take down whoever is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, power sting debuffs. Good.
Yeah, he was making the point. I understand, but like that's the thing, Easy. They're not taking the mystical charge away from Rintra. They're telling you you can't use Rintra for Force of Will, you can't use Rintra for Mysterio. And I think that that's very different. Because like you mentioned Kingpin, right? Like, we already have an anti-Kingpin ability on a champion that he has class advantage against in Void. Like, there are matchups that every character can't take. That's why the Neutralize thing doesn't bother me though. Like, I do understand where your reaction is coming from, but I don't come to the same conclusion. Because I think that a large part of this game and the big like where it's going is that you need to have multiple good characters. And so, like, yeah, it's fine if there is a node that tells me I can't use Tigra because I have to use somebody else.
Yeah, a big part of this game is roster collection.
Yeah.
And I understand why that can be so frustrating, because obviously people who spend on it have a massive advantage there. And so I get that. I keep forgetting the various hacks I have. No, I've got like an elongated stun one, which I remember taking so that I could use it with Scorpion. And then I keep forgetting to actually use it.
I'm so much worse at parrying when I'm unstoppable.
Yeah, it feels like it's a weird graphic or something, right?
Yeah.
Emma can now use telepathy on robots. What? Really? Is that true? Crazy Kid Cage. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. Didn't realize I wasn't subscribed. And now 5 minutes later, I want to wish you happy birthday. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And yeah, dude, that happens so much. That's one of the reasons why YouTubers are so frequently being like, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Because as a viewer, I know how frequently I forget to do that stuff. A quick question: if you're reading this, how good is Silver Surfer's awakened ability outside of Prestige?
It's good.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna rank him up, you want to do it, right? Isn't that the one that increases like?
All buffs become stronger.
Yeah, which is his deal. So, yeah, it's a bit of a win-win there.
Oh, yuck.
Totally agreeing. The man speaking. It's probably DLL. You should subscribe to his channel. His channel is linked in the description of this one, for sure. DLL or Daddy Longlegs. I'm not sure exactly how I've listed in the description. What's up, Kick Rocks? Thank you so much for being here. The pop images. Thank you. Saying hello to you too. DL is also streaming, so everyone make sure you pull up both streams. Oh, and you're already taking down the boss. Thanks, man.
The other thing about the Neutralize thing is that, like, it's purely an offensive nerf to Tigra, right? But for Rintra, it's also a defensive nerf. And that's the reason that I actually am in favor of it. Because, like, I like Rintra, I like Tigra, I have a rank 4 Tigra, but Mysterio was my first rank 3. And it's been a serious journey with various ability accuracy things, like Disorient applies to Mysterio. He's had so many problems. I remember, like, when Wiccan and Rintra came out, I tried using Mysterio on both of them because I'm like, cool, he should be immune to it. No, he's not. He's dying. And, like, that's a bad feeling for somebody that you rank up and bring for that ability. And so the way that I'm okay with this is that I keep refocusing on, like, yes, this is a nerf to the neutralized characters, but it's also a buff to other characters who should have been able to take them. That's the big thing for me.
Hey, Infamous is saying that you are great. You just have to go. Thank you very much, Infamous.
Thanks,
I appreciate you being here, and I do agree. And I wanted to convey the compliment to DLL. And Shipping McDude with the donation. Thank you so much, dude. And you are in DLL stream. Awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it. And I feel like I'm probably going to start utilizing that more. I want to think about it a bit. But as this continues to come up, trying to frame it more as like a buff to other champions, because I feel like this has happened before where we're like, oh, someone's immune to this ability accuracy modification, and then you go and you try it and you're like, okay, apparently they're not. And that's very, very frustrating, right? So it's like you take for one and you're kind of giving to the other. I'm not going to use that phrase because that's just going to upset people more. But I do see that. I feel like I see what you're saying. I feel like there's a thing there.
Yeah. I could also see, like, in the future, maybe Kabam starts putting defensive neutralize on nodes, right? And that could be a potential problem for, certain attackers, but now in the future, it means that if they do that, we have champions we know work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, Easy, that it messes with mystical charge, but, like, that's part of it, right? Like, Rintra defensively also gets more dangerous with mystical charge. If they allowed Neutralize to sit on the opponent and have zero effect, then not only that might confuse players, but it would also mean that Mysterio still has more to worry about if he's taking Rintra as a defender. So, I mean, there are real trade-offs there. And I don't really agree with you that this is all that different than Biohazard. Because if Rintra doesn't work for a node and dies, how different is that really than, oh, he's not going to function to his fullest on that node?
Let's see.
Can you
Powerful
take out
from afar sounds.
Can you take out Strife?
Yeah, why don't you take down Red Skull?
Thank you so much, Super Soldier. Thank you very much, Cloud of Contempt. You got it, Crazy Kid. Thank you, Oracle. We'll talk about that, Valentino. Just let me get this fight down real quick. You said Super Scroll, right?
I said Red Skull.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Someone with a skull. 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 It's all words. Point of communicate of words is to communicate, and the point got across.
You were expecting Titania as a skill champ, Valentino? I mean, I suppose that probably depends on what kind of abilities they want to give her. You know, because we also have, like, Valkyrie as a skill instead of a Cosmic. But personally, I'm not really surprised by the science thing. Because, like, She-Hulk is her arch rival, right? Her whole thing is that she's big and strong. And that's kind of a science thing.
So I want to say is I don't know where I got this, but I've for a while now been under the impression that that Kabam doesn't actually even make that decision. I have no idea where I got this, but I always thought that for some reason.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't remember exactly.
Like, isn't even Quicksilver like he's a recent retcon into a science?
They did
champion?
not have a choice on that one yet, because
Okay.
his current canon origin is not a mutant, but the result of an experiment.
And the comic book fans or DL, you sound like you might even know too. Like that's recent, like in the big scheme of Quicksilver being a character.
Right.
Okay. And Spin saying that he thinks Spin, and you're on call, buddy. I mean, jump on, man. But Spin saying he thinks that Titania was exposed to some sort of radiation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got into street fighting after that, but I'm
Hmm.
not knowledgeable enough on the comics.
I actually just recently read Alpha Flight. I had been recommended it a few times. That's basically my only exposure to her.
Alpha Flight, isn't that
Or
that's
not
Guardian?
Alpha Flight, sorry, Gamma Flight.
Okay.
It's an offshoot of Alpha Flight, though. That's the Canadian one, right? That's
Yeah, you see how quickly I was not interested anymore. I was like, I got excited about talking Guardian and Sasquatch.
They are related. There's a Doc Sasquatch character, which is not the same as Sasquatch.
There's a dog.
A Doc, as in doctor.
Oh.
It's very weird. He looks like Sasquatch,
I-
but like green and with longer hair.
Okay.
Is he a good doctor at least?
I mean, he's like a PhD doctor.
He's not an MD doctor.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a weird thing. But yeah, it was a cool little comic run. It's only 5 issues.
I got myself into trouble.
Speaking of Sasquatch-looking doctors, Beast is someone I'm personally interested in buff at some point in time.
He needs a fair amount.
I kept pulling Beast so much for a while that I was convinced he was getting buffed. I had convinced myself that it was happening.
He is
Trick yourself into thinking.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way they would do this to me if he wasn't getting the buff.
like he's really cool in the sense that he's one of I think he might actually be the very first character that reduced the opponent's power gain.
Mm.
Oh, dang it. I took this before Vega took down the mini, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll be fun.
Will not be fun. I thought I was red.
All right. All right.
Quicksilver needs to be science stand against mutants. That is true. I think that he's really good though, but I do think there might be some truth to that. It's an interesting class. Have one of our stream birthday party. Just dropping a like and saying hi. Thank you, Ryan. Did the same for DL. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
I do understand what you're saying, Easy. I think that that's kind of the only way for it to work, and it doesn't bother me because, like I said earlier, um, like if somebody is poison immune, then Archangel can't get his neurotoxins up. But if somebody's bleed immune, it's not just that he can't get his neurotoxins up, it's that he basically can't do damage. Like it cuts off multiple parts of the kit. And so I don't know.
Plus, I think ability accuracy is probably one of the grayest areas in the entire game that fixes to it should be not that surprising.
Yeah. I really do think it's been a little messed up ever since Domino came out.
Agent Venom. He's good.
He is good.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, let's get Airwalker back.
Ghost Dog would appear to be saying, don't buff Beast, just delete him.
Absolutely not. No, he has some cool abilities. He has a completely unique version of healing. He has the power control. Like there's some cool stuff in Beast's kit. It's just it didn't quite get there when he came out, and nowadays it's not even close to competitive. But I think you could build on that shell and rework him a lot and end up with a very cool character.
Yeah. I don't know. I say delete him, but I am with you. I understand. Tryhard saying, actually really enjoy using Craven. That's awesome. I mean, that's awesome. And there is something kind of to that. It's like if Agent Venom's so good with Craven on the team, you're just never using Craven. Like, I don't know. PDF, my question is, why is it just neutralized? It is being added to the check for AR stuff.
Slow Niv actually did address that.
I'll let DLL answer that one because I think he's probably going to know.
Basically, one of the Kabam devs specifically addressed that point. They left Slow and Disorient alone because those abilities do not only affect ability accuracy. I know a lot of people think that's all Slow does, but there's also that clause in it that says opponents who are unstoppable react as if they were not. And so even that's why it works on Force of Will against Unstoppable. We're just going to ignore for a moment the fact that it also works on Evade on Force of Will.
I was like, there's lots of layers to this, and I don't remember what's been put out and not.
Right, but that's why Slow was left alone, is that it has a function that is unrelated to ability accuracy. The same way that Disorient has a function that is unrelated to ability accuracy. And they said that they were continuing to talk about those kinds of things, specifically with like, why can Mysterio be disoriented? They said that that is an ongoing conversation that they're trying to come to a good spot on. But Neutralize was touched because its only effect is ability accuracy. And so this was to bring it in line with Concussion, which is only affecting ability accuracy, but generally it's Neutralize is basically a concussion for buffs.
As Easy's pointing out, it does have knock-on effects, but the effect at its core, that's what it was.
Crazy is predicting Titania is going to deal good damage, but nothing else, as we just got 2 game changes. I mean, here's the thing, though, guys. 2022 has been an outrageous year for champions. Like, I was looking at, like, my next rank 4 and seeing, like, how many were just within the last, like, 4 months. Or maybe 5, I don't know. I'm bad at counting. We know that. But, like, Scorpion, like, Quicksilver, Hulkling. Like, people are already, like, moving on from Hulkling. And like I'm seeing like Dragon even was like, should I rank for Hulkling or Spider-Ham? Now she really likes Spider-Ham, so I think it's important to keep that in mind. But I was like, Hulkling is, in my opinion, one of the best characters in the game. Now I guess that's how big are you defining the best, but he is insane. He is insane. And we're already moving on from Wiccan is so powerful in the right situations, and those situations aren't limited, right? So yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to just get very excited about more and more powerful champions coming into the game.
Yeah, I agree. And actually, J Mania is asking, should I take up Hype, Awakened, or Hulkling to rank 3? And I think that Hulkling has more abilities to current challenges. I think
Yeah.
Hyperion kind of exists more in one of those spaces where he's just kind of rawly powerful regardless of the challenge. And so, like, things will explicitly stop Hulkling that may not stop Hype just because of the weird way his power gain works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you want a generic champion that will do well and or clear paths for you, because Hype also has regen, right? Then I might lean Hype. But if you're looking for like, I want somebody who is going to be a clear answer for difficult fights in battlegrounds and war, take Hulkling.
Mm-hmm. Hulkling is like he could be the poster child for when I'm saying excellent for the game now and where it appears to be headed, right? Like nodes, defensive stuff that's going to come out. He's just going to have these. Like DL, you did a war video with Hulkling recently, and you took was it Strike Counter?
Yes.
And you were talking about like his power gain. Like I was, because I'm doing Gallon stuff right now, and a lot of the questions is like, well, do you regret ranking Hulkling? Like, no, like they're very, very different. Like I understand why they're being compared, but they're very different. And there's all these pieces of utility. They have different immunities and things like that. And that was one of the things that I tried to impress. And I think I did a very bad job of it in the video. But him taking out the EOP Hercules that we had last round. And I was like, that was only possible because, I mean, I wasn't playing that great anyway, because of the power gains he was getting whenever he triggered his buffs.
Right.
That's like, these are big deals, I think, maybe in the very, very end game and Act 7 and Act 8 and these very, very tough fights. So
I'm actually glad you brought that up because when I made that war video, I meant to credit you with you asking me about, hey, would Hulkling work for this Hercules is what gave me the idea to take Burden of Might with him. But I forgot to bring it up in the video.
yeah, it happens.
John is saying, was hoping to hear insight on the earlier question, can understand why you're unable to expand on it. Yeah, the thing about the NDA thing is that like I wouldn't have the info to answer your question better without violating the NDA, so I don't really feel like I can go further. But effectively, it's just like it's easy to look at Neutralize buff immunity and say this is not the order it should work in, but without going into specifics, the reason it works that way is because both immunities and Neutralize are part of like categories of abilities that do function in that order for a specific reason. So I'm sorry I don't have a more satisfying answer for you, but like it is for a good reason, even if it doesn't feel like it.
That makes sense. So it's like you can't switch the order, otherwise you'll break other parts of the game.
So many other parts of the game. The devs started listing a few of the things, and I was very quickly like, oh, that's... If we want other bugs to be fixed, then maybe we don't touch that. But that's one of the reasons that I'm more okay with this change to Neutralize. Because if buff immune characters can't get around Neutralize because it would be too difficult to fix that, then it's really nice that Mysterio and Archangel can. Because someone needs to be able to.
Do you think the Act 8 sub bosses might be playable champs? Notice the Widow boss was listed as a skill champ.
Not soon.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Would be cool though. That'd be cool. That would be really cool, actually. I'm sure there's a lot there, and we'll poke holes in it quickly. But if like all those bosses then became playable champions like the following year or something like that. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, a lot of time goes into designing them, but I assume maybe more time goes into designing them as a defensive challenge than an actual playable champion. Anyways,
Yeah.
I just feel like they wouldn't make it unless they're a trophy champ, and then that brings up all the questions about how good trophy champs really should be.
Yeah, man, I hate trophy champs. I just pulled Immortal Iron Fist, and I was like, "This is so exciting!" And I was like, "Wait, well, I'm never gonna rank him. Like, he's not even gonna show up in my prestige. Like, there's no. Maybe I'm being too pragmatic about it, but Meta, for some reason, Meta wants us to buff Goldpool.
For some weird reason.
Weird. That's strange. I don't know. This seems self-motivated. Sorry, I'm not telling you who to take down. I guess take down Colossus.
Okay.
Yeah, take down Colossus. That seems like a lot to read.
I do get where you're coming from, Easy.
What's Easy saying?
He's just still not happy about Neutralize because of the cascade it has on Tigra and Rintra specifically.
Yeah, I mean, if you totally put yourself like in that shoes of being like, yes, Rintra is not being nerfed. I knew it. I'm so glad I took him to rank 4. And then they're like, hey, guess what?
There's this node he no longer works on.
Yeah, like I could see it. So like even if that wasn't like why you were ranking Rintra to begin with, you're now like, wait a minute. Like that wasn't part of the plan. We had an agreement.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I get it too. And like honestly, my preference probably would be that ultimately that's something that's changed, but then I'm also thinking about like okay, well if the effect sticks and it's different than concussion in that way, then at some point in the future, is there going to be some node where I would be like, ooh, Mysterio will work for this, except there's also a knock-on effect that's like, while the attacker is neutralized, something else happens? Because then, if we get to there, and suddenly there's an option that would work for this theoretical neutralized node that doesn't, because they made the change specifically to help Rintra and Tigra, then I personally would regret it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I was hoping to get a much bigger heal out of Scorpion there, but he killed Sabretooth a little too fast.
Yeah.
Absorbing Man would be an awesome community champion. Yeah. Yes, that sounds accurate.
Someone's asking for an example of the nodes that Neutralize wouldn't work on anymore.
It's basically just force of will. There are a couple champions, as we keep saying, like Archangel and Mysterio, where Neutralize should no longer stick. But the only node that works this way is, I believe, force of will.
Oh, right. Juggernaut is different now. Let me pay attention for a second.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to learn that Jubilee does something bad when you bleed her.
She doesn't, but don't purify her stuff.
Yeah. No, I ran into her heavy. That didn't seem like it was a good idea.
I'm pretty sure Cap versus Juggernaut is like still an incredible counter.
Like a pretty incredible game.
He will just never have his gem the entire fight.
Imagine if the designer of Beast also designed Archangel. Let's see here. Yeah, Mobius, like the trophy like Weapon X is such a good example of a champion. Usable, has a role. I don't know. I just like the idea of them like being a purpose, but I get that like maybe I'm not the target audience.
I think the biggest issue with Weapon X is Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's really good in Battlegrounds.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Like, it's... You just kind of have to make the call somewhere. How much should trophy champs be worth? And I think Weapon X being legitimately good made sense when basically all he was a war defender. Because Battlegrounds wasn't a twinkle in its father's eye yet. And the other
That's
thing
fun.
is that it was something that was supposed to be accessed through skill, through Legends Note, or through
Yeah.
Legends runs. And cheaters took that away from us, like so many other things. And so now he's accessible through gifting. And I really hope that that changes at some point, that there's some alternate way to get those trophy champs. Because I'm also with Vega. I wish the trophies were a bit better. I wish Thanos and Kang and Immortal Iron Fist all had some kind of thing that they were, oh, cool, that's someplace where they shine. Even if it's as minor as, whoa, Weapon X is really good in Variant 8.
I'm curious then, what are your thoughts on the King synergy? Like, it just gives him a damage boost and doesn't really give him any utility on top.
The Kang synergy doesn't really bother me because it takes time to ramp up. Like yes, Kang hits incredibly hard when ramped, but there are two big things about it. Like one, it gives him a lot of buffs. It can be nullified. There's some counterplay there. There's certain champions that mess specifically with buffs. But the biggest thing is just that it takes time. When you see those videos of, oh my god, I can't believe Kang just did 100,000 on a special one, it's because the fight's been going on for like 3 minutes.
Mhm.
That to me is hugely, hugely different than Agent Venom running a power start and doing a 5-hit combo into a special one and winning a war fight in 12 seconds.
Right. I think I'm totally with you on that one because I guess I think for trophy champions, there should never be a node that they are the best for. Like they should all have usability. Like King, he just gets a damage boost, right?
Yeah.
He can now be used in more places, but there'll never be a place where it's like I need a King for it.
This is one of those ones where I'm like, everything you're saying makes total sense. It just means I don't want trophy champions. Like,
Yeah, I understand.
I might be too pragmatic, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't want that. It's not like I don't want it, but I get that there's other people who will.
Oh, I'm definitely speaking with a lot of personal bias here because there's no trophy champions that I will ever be able to get in the game.
But, yeah, that's probably true. They suck anyway, so don't worry about it. I know you weren't asking.
As they should.
Yeah.
You can take down either.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at the nodes here, huh? I think I need you to take
Void.
yeah, because I have 2 skills. Yeah, whatever, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, be careful with do not go gentle, but that does make sense.
That doesn't sound good. Energy resistance.
That is unknown at the moment, Adam. We don't, well, we do, but it's not public what order they're coming out next month yet.
Oh no, I can say it. I'm allowed. I have special clearance. Buffed Ant-Man will be first.
That is probably a pretty fair statement.
Yeah.
It will be in your account as soon as you download.
Absolutely. I'm excited to test him. Sorry for people who are like, why is Vega being a jerk? I think we got a question there about Agent Venom. I'll get to it in a second. For those who are like, why is Vega playing the game so oddly? One, that's a little bit of how I play, but two, the left side of my screen on my phone, I think I need to clean it. And so dashes aren't always working properly. So that's why you're seeing a lot of odd movements here. I really need Airwalker to throw this special. Thank you. Are you still using your original team?
I swapped Odin for Cap, but otherwise, yeah.
Wow.
Nimrod is still at 100%. That is insane.
There you go. Uh-oh, I'm about to get smacked. What was the question here on Agent Venom? I know I saw it.
I can read it.
If you don't mind, yeah. Oh, hold on. I got a donation. I'm sorry. I apologize. Fern Lothen? Sorry if I'm butchering that. I think I am. Fern Lothen in NYC. Hey, Vega, if you run full suicides, oh, you got me to say it. And don't play Alliance War, who would you prefer to rank for? Gallon, Null, or Hulkling, Null? Last two are Awakened, but low Sig. So right now on all my testing, I actually have a video. Hopefully I get the time to just edit. It shouldn't take me long. Coming out tomorrow on Gallon. It's not a full essentials, but I try to address a lot of these questions that folks ask. I don't see it. Like, maybe if you can get that heal to do a tremendous amount. Gallon does tend to end fights really quickly, but you're using them in content with the bigger health pools. You're probably throwing a couple specials. I would not want to do that, but I understand why people do. They make that choice. I don't think it would increase his planetary mass damage, right? Would recoil do that? I don't think
That I can't.
I think they specifically point out that it's like the base attack, or it can't be modified, or something like that. Hulkling maybe, because I really love Hulkling. In fact, we got two of the rankings team, the Illuminati, on right now. I think I'm going to make a push for Hulkling to go to the tier above Null. So I do think he's better for general questing, but Null's just so great with recoil. What do you guys think? But the last two are lower Sig, just so you guys have the full reference. Null and Hulkling are lower Sig. Gallon's not Awakened. I would actually remove Gallon under this whole thing. And then I think it comes down to Null and Hulkling.
Yeah, I think so.
Really quickly, I just pulled up the description, and it does say that Gallon's direct damage does scale with base attack only.
Yeah, I could have swore that there was something in there.
Which,
about that.
thank God.
Yeah. If it didn't, then I would be a little worried about the nerf bat.
Was the question on Hulkling versus Null?
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you, Spinnaker. Yeah, I'm just curious what you guys think. I love Hulkling so much. I do think he's like a better all-around, in general, questing champion, despite loving Null so much too. But if you're a full-time recoil tree user, Hulkling is immune to poison, but he likes to throw his specials too.
He also has giant furies, which means that the recoil tree is not super effective with him.
Oh, yeah, good point. Do you like Null or Hulkling better? I think
I would
Null,
go Hulkling, but
you would. Full-time recoil tree?
yeah,
Doesn't play war.
maybe not. You can always sig up Null later.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's a good point, because he did say low signal. I think you have three great options. First of all, I probably should have started off with that. You have three good options for your setup, two in particular. So I think you're choosing. I think you'll ultimately be happy with either one. Thank you, Nagase. I appreciate that. The gallant disrespect. Let me get this fight down so I'm not delaying the whole stream much longer, and then.
Yeah, I've got a question to answer anyway. So Magnus says, what about Rage? So I think this is actually a common misconception. Tigra does not work on Rage. I've seen so many people say that she does. It's just that she's not hitting big numbers, guys. Like, a lot of those lanes are in Act 8 or whatever, where there's giant health pools, and the reason Tigra's doing so much damage is because she has a lot of big red numbers. I know from personal experience, if you tried to use Tigra in war on the Rage node that used to be on path 6 that had the tiny health pool, those Furies would proc reliably, and it became a very bad time. So that's actually, I think, this is making things a bit more consistent. The Furies are not stopped by ability accuracy reduction. It's just that so many people were using, like, Archangel and Tigra when they specifically were not doing enough damage on hits to proc the.
think someone earlier asked if Agent Venom needs his dupe. I don't know if that question got answered.
He definitely doesn't.
Yeah. This is not fun. I'm not even sure how I'm going to do this.
Right,
Especially
but
on Do
Cloud
Not
of
Go
Contempt.
Gentle.
Sorry, go on, Spin.
Oh no, I was just saying on Do Not Go Gentle. That's kind of rude.
Yeah, and that was the sticking of the back button there.
Right, but Cloud of Contempt, all I was saying is that that's not Tigra working for Rage, that's Tigra surviving the fight. I would draw a significant distinction between the two. The synergy doesn't give him extra crit rate, does it? Isn't it just... Am I wrong on that? I thought it was just attack.
For which synergy?
The whole Agent Venom thing. I'm checking right now.
God, this is really
Yeah, while under Clintar Rage, he does gain extra critical damage rating, not crit rating. So yeah, I don't think it should matter at all.
I've never disliked that monkey more. What was I saying?
So does this mean I have to take the pig?
No, well, I don't know what the note is.
No, I can take him.
I like fighting him. I
Alright.
can fight. What's the node?
I just need to not get hit for the first 6 seconds.
Good luck. Godspeed.
I hate him so much. I literally could not dex his basics.
The reach on that is insane.
I'm laughing at the pig. Like, we just had the two animals that are the worst in this game to fight. Sweeta, thank you so much, man.
Ronaldo, what do you mean rupture nerf?
What's going on in this node?
Maybe they confused the Tigra Neutralize conversation to be about our ruptures.
That's what I'm thinking. Since Rintra and Tigra both do rupture, there isn't a nerf to rupture itself as far as I know. Thanks, Seahawk. I appreciate it. I think we may be getting Whataburger for dinner tonight after Highline mentioned that yesterday. So that may go directly to that. Appreciate it. Does Nimrod's Sig increase the energy burst on his special 3? I believe so, because it says effects on his specials, right?
Yeah. Special attack effects.
I'm pretty sure it does increase it, although only 35% since that burst doesn't have a duration, unlike some other things.
Jesus Louise. His animations are crazy, man.
They really are.
But he was just like floating in the air. Like coming at me with a hammer, hooves, the whole thing. Pigs have hooves, right?
Morning, Skarko. You say hooves? Yeah, I think I wouldn't have thought about that until you said it.
They're not paws, you know?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, it's a hoof.
What's the
I'm no
term?
farmer.
Ungulate?
Okay, now
I've never heard of that before. I'm not
Looking this up. I know it refers to like camels.
Oh, yep. Zebras, giraffes.
Pigs.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
You said pigs and he got wily. Please don't say that anymore.
I'm sorry.
You said that. He evaded and went unblockable. What is going on?
Horses, rhinos, tapirs, cattle, animals that shall not be named, giraffes, camels, sheep, deer, and hippos.
You said animals that should not be named, and I threw it with a sting on me. What was I
No
completely-
way!
Yeah, this is the curse of farm animals, I think.
Oh my god.
Why did I do that?
That's insane.
The pig. I have no idea how to play Craven, but I'm happy to go in and sacrifice him.
You know what? If you're you're gonna be reviving the team anyway, might as well.
Yeah.
Special
Yeah.
one gives him true accuracy, so God bless.
Thank you. That was awesome. How did he build up his spider nonsense? I must have stopped throwing my special ones, right?
Yeah, or
Yeah, you
just
were
a little
building a
bit too
little
much of a
higher.
delay.
Yeah, I just started having too much fun.
Also, Beta Ray Drizzt, I appreciate your username. Saw that earlier.
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm too used to Scorpion, because my phone is sticking, but I have no idea how to explain why I didn't dash forward there. Sorry, man. You're gonna have to clean it up.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
I'm happy to revive, anyways. Thank you so much, Luis. Craven, Nagase. Yeah, man. This is not the channel to come to for Craven gameplay. This is like the worst channel probably to come to. I'm kind of hungry for a burger now too, as well. We're grilling tonight, so I'm excited. About it. But I think tomorrow's the burgers. Tonight is chicken breasts. Like you guys care. You're like, thanks, Vega. Now we know what you're going to eat. Craven gameplay. Yeah, that was Craven gameplay. I have a 6-star. Actually, you know what, Nagase? Since you're here, dude. I really am enjoying what you're doing with Iceman. I saw the one you put out today. That SP2 damage is ridiculous, and it was kind of fun. Like, I know that YouTuber. Oh shoot!
I was like, this time I'm fast enough on the heavy. Nope, he recovered.
The pig is
I hate the pig.
He's got hooves and a hammer, and he's willing to use them all. Right? It's just the way it works. But Nagase was good, and it was funny because I was like, I know this YouTuber thing. You'll be doing a fight against Fury, and I apologize if this wasn't what was going through your mind, but I felt like it was, because this goes through my mind often when I'm fighting Fury, and I'm trying to explain how good a champion is. I'm trying to make sure the viewer remembers he's got 2 lives. Like, this fight will take a little bit longer, but it's not the fault of the champion I'm showcasing. That just happened to be who was in the lane. I really enjoy it. It's a great video. For anyone who's like, Iceman's good, make sure you watch Nagase's video.
I'm going to take a gamble.
What are you doing?
Ooh. Going for a buff instead of a heal.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to bet that Airwalker can take Ultra.
Good luck. Do it. I got to revive my whole team.
Michael Stover asked if iBomb or Warlock is a better BG champ.
Yeah, I saw that and I was thinking about it. That feels like a question for Nerd, because that feels like one that depends on where you expect to be ranked. I think, and it also depends on what masteries you're running. I think without recoil, I lean iBomb.
Is iBomb fast enough to get going in BGs?
If he's duped, yeah. But that's kind of the thing, is you only use him offensively where you need to. And I think that these days, he actually is more dangerous on defense than Warlock. Just because there are enough cosmics that turn off Warlock.
Yeah.
But again, that probably depends on where you are.
I think I'm sure it's my fault. We never answered the Agent Venom Craven question. Scaro tried to help us get back to it. Did we ever answer it?
I think DLL did. He looked up the synergy.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, the Sig Stones don't matter.
Got it. My birthday is very close to the Laura Grant's. Hers is on the 6th. Okay.
Excuse me.
Our birthdays are even closer than we realize. That is very cool. That is very, very cool.
Okay.
I love me some grilled chicken. Me too. I'm pumped up for it actually.
Okay, take down node 4. What we
I'm
got?
thinking this is where I should get rid of Agent Venom, right? Because all these guys are going to be bleed immune.
Yeah.
So that means it's either Craven or nothing. I'm thinking about replacing, slowly getting rid of the Venom, Agent Venom team and going. I don't know what I'm going to do. How many rooms are we doing for zones? Have we reached the milestones or is there more?
8 goes further. Like, we've reached the milestones, but there's still zone rewards for 6-star shards out until 15. I think you need to bring someone for spiked armor. Because the alternative is unblockable for 6 seconds in close encounters.
What hacks do you have up?
So it's fine. I don't mind it. We've got like 80 of my closest friends right now. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I've been drinking out of 2 different cups.
Actually, I can take that side.
I've been very comfortable saying I'm starting to feel the effects of the Thor one. So, tell me what I should do.
We can swap sides. Let me check what was the issue.
We can swap sides as long as you can handle Arc Overload.
So, like, I don't know, Doom.
So bring in Doom.
It's probably fair. Let me check the boss.
Rude, but should be okay. Yeah. So why don't you bring in Doom and take down node 2? I'll take down node 4.
All right, let's do it.
Where would I put a non-duped Valkyrie in the game? Not a whole lot of places, honestly.
There's a lot of power in her Sig. Like, she's cool without that. But there's not a places I would reach for her first. It's more just becomes a, like, look what I can do by killing the opponent through block.
So the Thor cup is mead, then... K-Dog, like, a lot of my commenters make me laugh. Like, I enjoy laughing. And so a lot of the commenters make me laugh, but no one is more consistently getting me to laugh out loud than K-Dog. He wrote, so the Thor cup is meat, bring Vega the birthday wenches. Thank you so much, Fuji. I really appreciate it. All right. What am I doing here? I'm supposed to use Doom. All right. We can do this.
Yeah, this one should be fine. Just kill him quickly.
Okay.
The next one is where you need Doom.
Oh, got it. I should have used Scorpion then, huh? Oh, well.
Did you ever warm up to Valkyrie since she's basically like Sakura, or similarities at least?
I haven't actually played her, I don't think. She went out before I got into the CCP, and I don't have her on my account, so I'm not very familiar with her. But I like her in theory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure how much I feel like I need her for, because Masakre actually applying dots does seem pretty powerful in a lot of places.
That's true. Vega DLL, I have an R4 6-star Scorpion, R1 6-star Craven, no Agent Venom as a 6-star. Do you think 565 AV will still deal big damage and worth the rank up?
Hey, hold on, be real quick, because I do want to get to that. And Fuji, I make typo. Anyone who's ever been in a line chat with me knows that I make a typo like every 5 words. So don't even worry about it. I read the message. Totally fine, and thank you. Ultron Jones skill. What's his special set? Is it
Cyclops?
This could get interesting. All right, let's see what happens.
Good hunt.
Like, I am just not able to dash forward. Like, there it is again. It's really a problem. It's very difficult to play this game when you can't dash forward.
Yeah, if you
I'm cleaning it. It's weird. I feel confident it's my phone. I don't. You guys probably can't even see it. I'm continuously trying to clean it.
I was gonna say you can also try and reboot the game.
Yeah, maybe we'll try that. It is with Sakura. Because it's actually there's only one S in it.
Mm-hmm.
I said that very confidently, and now I'm doubting myself.
No, you're correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, John, it's been lagging a lot too. Whatever, but I always like. I want to be able to honestly say like that was my fault or that was the game or whatever. And this one, I really feel like the not dashing forward is my phone because I can even feel my thumb stick sometimes. So like when it's the game, I want to be very confident that's the game. Oh, well, maybe actually you guys are. Maybe it's not the game. We'll see.
Whoa.
All right.
The unstoppable parry that we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, that was such BS. Yep, knew that was coming. I really hate that spiked armor applies on non-contact hits.
That is really annoying.
Uh-oh.
Bring that up in the CCP. It's like, hey, before you guys change incursions, can you fix this to be less stupid?
I don't
It
know if
really severely limits the amount of counters because stopping the buffs don't stop it either. I don't think.
It does, actually.
Player's great for
Really?
spiked armor.
Hey, I have revives.
You do?
Yeah.
Do I?
It looks like I have health potions too.
I do not.
Oh, you can only use. Is it a big deal if we don't get past this room?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, it is not.
Thanks, Rob. How you doing, man?
Back? Yeah. Okay, cool. Making sure the unmute worked properly.
And you know, we never answered that question. I interrupted it. What was that question, Spin?
From who?
I don't know. I think.
Oh,
Luis-
it was will 565 AV still deal big damage with all the synergies?
I mean, it won't be as big. And the fact that it requires crits to work means that a lower challenge rating will actually matter more than you think it does. But it's still arguably overpowered, so. I mean, that person said they have a rank 4 Scorpion, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that was Luis. Then I would probably. I mean, because the alternative, Luis, is basically like rank and bring a Venom, right? Because the synergy for Scorpion is very good as well. It doesn't have to be Agent Venom. You don't have to use the silly Trinity, but I do think it is worth having access to that effect for Scorpion. Scarco asks, are SIGs into Archangel worth it or not? Yes, this is a long-standing point of controversy, I know. Simula has a very good video arguing no. My personal opinion is yes. I think that while it is very easy to focus on thresholds, like, oh, at SIG 1, he needs 4 neuros to hit 100. At SIG 120, whatever it is, he needs 3. And it never goes below 3 to hit 100%, right? I don't actually think that that is the smartest way to think about hard Archangel fights. If you're just taking your standard run-of-the-mill Archangel fights, where there's nothing keeping you from getting to 4 or 5 neuros most of the time, then it does not matter at all, and SIG 1 is always enough. But if you are trying to turn off a node as quickly as possible to make sure you do not die, then the difference between 2 neurotoxins reducing ability accuracy by 80% versus them reducing it by 50%, that is an effective 60% reduction. Because that is the difference between your opponent's ability having a 50% chance to proc and a 20% chance to proc. A 60% reduction in your chance of getting wrecked is worth SIG stones in somebody you are using frequently. That's my general take.
Yeah, Fuji, that was annoying. I don't know if you could even see. You could see my Doom, like that motion they try to make when they're trying to throw a special. That motion they make when they're trying to throw a special, and the game just won't let them. Like I don't know. Whatever. We made it far. We had a lot of fun.
Is curiosity, had you like not closed your app and left it up for a bit?
No.
Okay, it was a fresh restart.
This phone's getting a little older, I guess. Maybe. Maybe this phone's getting a little. This is my streaming phone, so that's all I use it for.
Gotcha.
I do feel like I have much more issues with my streaming phone than my regular phone. Like if I'm gonna do a real war fight or something like that, it's on my regular phone. It's not on my streaming phone. That's for sure. Even though it's in here, where I tend to when I really need privacy.
That makes a ton of sense.
All right. It's just like a beach. I don't know. I actually don't get the reference. I'm sorry.
All right, thanks for the run, man. I did have fun.
Absolutely. Guys, I had a blast. This was so much fun. I enjoyed it. This is exactly what I was hoping for, to be able to hang out with my buddies. We got to go. Apparently, I've got all these, like, they keep shoving these in the daily card or the card crystal or whatever.
Yeah. Those all Nexuses?
Got it. No. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I get the monthly card. It's got to be what these are from. It's like I just got this last one, too. That just came out a day or two ago. And no, it's actually my birthday. It's not today, but it's this week. So we're celebrating now. So I'd say let's open these. Let's try to get Hyperion, and then we'll call it a day.
Sweet. I'm going to go ahead, though, and turn off my stream. Y'all can go check out Vegas. I'll be there for a little while longer. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Thanks again to Seahawk for the super chat, and I will see y'all soon. All right, continue.
You down?